And so we are going to do, you guys said we have not done the R. So we're gonna create a new project. And let me see where it is. We're going to do the directed exercise R5541GRP, which is on page 92. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is add another project.
R5541GRP.
And my project, I believe, is going to be 4. It's going to be directed exercise for R. $5541 GRP. This is 5 and this is E02a.
I'm there. Are you waiting on us?
No, I was trying to find, so the table of contents was a little weird. Okay, so the object I'm going to add is a report as soon as it's not happy with something I did. Okay, so I'm going to add a batch application. It's going to be R5541 GRP, and the report name is going to be inventory by business unit. Product code is going to be 55. And make sure it says update report. And we're going to say okay.
Okay.
We're going to go into design. And we want to create a group section and a page header. So we have page header checked, and we want to change the section, the first section to be built as a group section, and we'll say next. we're going to select the, oh, I like the page one of, so I always select.
You took off, you just unchecked automatic. Okay.
It's weird. It doesn't update. I thought it updated. Okay. Select the business view myself. Next, we're going to grab V41021E. V41021E. And we're going to add this item location, item master join. We're going to select it. So when you have this, tell me.
I hit next.
So notice that at any time, the navigation assistant keeps track of where we are in the directed process. And as I click next, it's going to update it.
Mine froze.
Mine's trying.
I guess I'll just restart that so I can re-say that. So we're going to start adding the section layout in the following order. It's going to be MCU, LOCN, LITM, which I'm waiting for it to refresh, UOM1, which is unit of measure primary, DSC1, which is description, and PQOH, which is quantity on hand in primary units. As soon as this decides to get back to me. Okay, so these fields are, I can now reach the fields, and I am just performing a search on each of them here. I have the 6 fields desired, and I've entered a 3 in the number of columns because it's going to do a rudimentary layout for me, and it's going to do left, middle, right, and second row, left, middle, right, and that's the order we want to do it in. And I am going to say next.
Wait, what?
Well, so once I've put in my aliases,
Don't listen to me. Just, I need to be on mute, I guess.
okay, and I'm about to hit next. So I want to make sure both of you have this much on yours.
Yep.
Chris?
I'll catch up to you.
No, I'll wait.
Oh no, I don't know how long this is gonna take. I have the exercise up.
You have what? Okay. So that's the layout. Now for data sequencing, I'm going to choose business unit and then second item number. Which is LITM. And I'll say next. We're going to leave the sort order for us in ascending for both those fields and say next. And then for data selection, we're going to say where location, there's location LOCN, is not equal to blank, and where quantity, I'm going to type in a Q, see if it jumps there. Quantity, that's quantity hard committed. There's quantity on hand. Let's see, is that SQOH? No, I'm looking for PQOH. There's PQOH, quantity on hand primary units. So the second part of my data selection is where quantity on hand primary units is greater than 0. And once I have that data selection, I'm going to select next. And I'm going to have it create a version for me. Version VER0001 and click finish. Let's see. Well, I'm going to let you look at the align in the directed exercises. I'll let you guys play with the align fields. I think we've got enough right here. I'm going to go ahead and save it. And I'm going to go ahead and run it by going back out to OMW version list. Oh, it hasn't created the version yet, so I don't have that. I have to actually exit it to create the version. So I'm going to run the version and see what it looks like. And so that kind of, I'm looking at the sample output. And the only thing is this location is associated with this business unit, so I might make it a little closer. Otherwise, I'm kind of good to go here. So let me go back into design. And I'm going to move locate that second line up closer to the first line. And if I want to separate, here's a good thing. Let me see if I can preview this. It's still kind of hard to tell which goes with which. So I'm going to make it real obvious. I am going to, in this section here, I'm going to add a constant. And I'm going to leave it just constant for right now, so that when I go to preview it and hit F5 to rerun preview, it clearly groups them together better. But that constant is still there. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually doing this as a two-step process. I am going to go in here and change constant to a space. Now the computer is going to see this as a character that it needs to print and make space for, even though you can't see the blank. So that when I go to run it, that'll just reserve space. Let's see, submit. And so now that constant is now actually a blank space, and it kind of nicely delineates each set of common records in there, so I can tell that this location is associated with this business unit. So, are you guys good with that?
Yeah.
Okay.